Only me again, just recording another one, guys. Police say that my internet signal is still up and running. Even though the free network guys are still ringing me saying that it's down, so I'm going to play along with that. Just goes to show the free network don't know what they're doing. And my laces come down. Got into my shorts, more comfy gear. Shorts on, the trainers. Just basically having me evening stroll. Not a lot going on in the village. Very quiet, in fact. This little state here. Used to be a big brewery when I was a kid here. That's obviously changed now.
In the lounge.
But yeah, this was a big building site. Well, when I was a little kid, this was just a big field that the fun fair used to come in. About the 80s, they bought all this land off the brewery and redeveloped. Me and my pals must have been in all these houses and smashed all the windows. Smashing windows, you ask yourselves? This was our playground as youths. But to be honest, there weren't no fences, it weren't like it is now. We used to break in the building site and get all the breeze blocks. We used to have our BMXs. This is when BMXs first come out, guys. Might even pre-BMX sort of times. So people had their grifters, their choppers and all that sort of tackle. Bikes with cow horns and stuff. Give me a thumbs up if you remember the cow horns. Worth a few quid now, them cow horn handlebars. But yeah, there's the brewery bit of building. Look, there's the main brewery my aunt used to work in. This road here is the road that my dad was born on, and he can remember all some carts coming out the brewery before the time of cars. And this is the road that my dad used to sit in up here outside his house where he was born, watching the Spitfires during the Second World War and the Battle of Britain. My dad watched that from the road there. Obviously living in West Kent, we got all the action. But yeah, my dad said it was just like, well, it's like a game. They didn't really understand the gravity of it all. But the war ended on my dad's 8th birthday, the 8th of May. Yeah. Nobody was sent away from the war from here. They just stayed here. Obviously, a lot of cities and that got bombed. They moved the kids out to places like where we are. But to be honest with them, it's probably just as dangerous here as what it would be in their city. You get out of the road, guys, before I get run down. Never a good look getting run down on camera. Anyway, I'm going to walk up the road. And then go back and have a coffee, I think. Got to get my ladder oiled. I've got like a 2-piece ladder, like a step ladder I'm using, till I find the right ladder that I want to buy. I'm looking for a nice lightweight aluminium ladder, sort of 1 piece. I ain't going to take on nothing that's, do you know what I mean, massively high. Yeah, it's all good, man. Things are looking up. Might have been a different story if I'd have knocked on loads of doors, got absolutely zilch. I probably wouldn't be now sort of in this frame of mind I'm in, which is quite positive. Obviously, getting a few quid on the books lifts your morale, do you know what I mean? Saying that, all I did was knock on the door, introduce myself, said what I was up to. Yeah, it's all gone well from there, really. See, I've got all this village to do yet. I've got to come right through here. Look at that place, look. There's a big posh cut, look, there's a big posh tower in there. My dad used to work for the family that lived there, famous artist actually, Mr. Halstone. My dad used to work for him, and my granddad worked for his dad, so when I knock on the window and introduce myself as Mr. PJ Homewood, they're going to think, hang on a minute, are you anything to do with William? That I am. I'm William's fifth child. How about that? And hopefully there'll be someone there that remembers something that sort of gets me in the door, but you don't know, do you? You never know. But to be honest, guys, I'm game for whatever. So there's all these little private little bits here. Shops, hairdressers. She's in the hairdressers now. Really, I should tap on her window, because she's just got there and she's got disgusting windows. I did have a look earlier. I've been sort of looking for dirty windows. Obviously, locate the dirty windows and tap on them, but could go either way. Do you know what I mean? They might like dirty windows. But see, we've got a bakery and hairdressers, a chemist. They've probably got well-established people though, but to be honest, you still might get someone like a couple of people today that have said to me, well, give us a quote. So in that respect, I've just given them a quote and they've sort of snapped my hands off. So in theory, if I just keep fucking giving them good quotes, hopefully I'll pick up quite a bit, to be honest with you. Obviously, word of mouth, if I do a good job tomorrow on them two that I've got, they might tell their mates, do you know what I mean, who'll give me a buzz. Or that's the plan. But to be honest, someone having a go at someone. I've seen a couple of bits of violence up here in the past. I come up here one night and there was this girl running away from this fella screaming at about 2 in the morning. And the girl lives near me, and I got up to my house and I just checked to make sure she got in all right. I don't like to get involved in people's domestics, you know what I mean? I'll keep out of it, but at the end of the day, if I see a girl getting chased up the alley at 2 in the morning, do you know what I mean? All right, really, I should. That's the ADHD again. It draws me in. Anything like that dodgy draws me in, which can be good or bad. Now, situations I've walked into when I could have walked the other way. But obviously, the ADHD excites me, and I'll move in there. It's got me in quite a few scrapes over the years, but at the end of the day, I'm still here now, and I'm oh good. Get indoors, have a nice smoke, Is he still smoking, you're asking yourselves? Yeah, at the moment. But I'll tell you what, I've smoked nothing today, guys, all day long. Which is pretty good for me. As you know, normally I'm puffing away like a chief Indian. Lots of people on this lane tonight. Normally get a little gang sitting up here on the bench, puffing weed. In fact, I've seen girls as young as about 12 on the ganja, which is mind blowing, I think. But I guess that's what today's kids are into. Saying that, I've not had any grief with them, the gangs. But to be honest, I've approached the gangs before. They were harassing girls in the village on their motorbikes. And I see it on Facebook one day, so ADHD again. Well, it's probably obviously been Adlo man all my life. I went right to where this gang was on these stolen bikes, and I walked right up to the middle of them. I said, right, whose effing bike's that? Pointing at the black one. And they all looked round and all just, well, they didn't do nothing. They didn't, what's I say, they weren't cocky or nothing. They just said, oh, we don't know whose that is. I said, well, if you see who's riding that, tell him to slow down, like, and wind his neck in a bit. And that did the trick. Obviously, if a normal bod from the village had probably gone up there, it might have gone a bit different. But to be honest, a lot of these kids around here know my nephews and that. I've got a big family. Well, I've got the biggest family in the village. But a lot of my nieces and nephews sort of know the kiddies. Yeah, it's a concrete jungle.